Day 28.
Ah.
An alliance? Sure, sign me up. Oh, he's on board then. I thought there was going to be another choice whether or not we were going to tell Yugumu, but guess not. Yugumu agreed to join the anti-sponsor alliance so readily I almost felt disappointed. Really? That's it? You're not going to think about it a little more? We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know? It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our own deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing if we continue playing this game, right?
Oh.
We may not end up in the last place during the first round, but what about the second? What about the third, the fourth, and so on? We'd be completely worn out by then.
Oh.
Would we be able to drive away any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time? Either way, our strength will slowly be sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet. But we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. Either we break free of this situation, either by defeating the sponsor, or get slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So you can imagine how grateful I am to Hiruko for taking the lead and revolting against the status quo. The thing is, his expression darkened. I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. Is it Hiruko herself, or what? What's that? Hiruko's current teammate, Darumi. Yeah, that's a fair point. She's made no secret of how much she loves killing games. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game. You know what I mean? I'm sure Hiruko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. She said as much last night, did she? But what does Darumi think about this plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game. She may get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping it a secret from her. She's merely my in-game partner, that's all.
Oh.
I was never going to let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. Oh. Incomprehensible. I even bothered teaming up with her in the first place. I'm sure she has her reasons. That she won't reveal even if we're pressed. Ah yes, femme fatale. The name is Hiruko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from each other. You speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put Darumi on the back burner. For now. So what exactly are we expected to do? Good question. Our top priority is to earn as many points as possible. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in a rank that safeguards you from that outcome. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is...
Oh.
I want the anatomy and abilities of this bee to be thoroughly analyzed. This will be primarily Yugu's job since he's so good at dissection. I mean, it's his speciality. One of them, anyway. Good, you mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains. By the way, what's your role? Takumi, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they're an invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Look up books in the library or something?
Oh.
Horses for courses and all that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be an invader itself. So Eva then. Hiruko passed me the key to the cage in the courtyard, and she said she'll leave the interrogation to me. You think she'll be cooperative? She's a former commando we captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray her companions so easily. I know. Let me tag along. I'm quite the killer torturer, if I do say so myself. No, you stay far, far away from her. And wipe that drool off your face. It wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Eva. And I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. Acknowledged. I will follow Hiruko's general directions as instructed. That means going out there to earn some invader points right now. You ready, Takumi?
Yeah!
Ready when you are. Let's go get some points. We took our weapons and went around attacking the invaders loitering in the ruins. The vile and barbaric. I applied Yugamu's advice from yesterday about treating the killings as mundane work, lifting up my sword quietly and bringing it down nonchalantly. It's just work. It's just work. I kept repeating to myself in my head. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. It's just work. It's just work. Oh, here, lovely. No, that sponsor isn't one of ours. When I asked Eva about the sponsor's identity, she flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I could stake my life on it. I must have solid proof to be so sure. The proof is on the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking bees to fight. What do you mean? Bees are taboo in your religion or something? No, taking hemo anima. Not the bee, the blood-sucking. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Divine blood, meaning the cryptoglobin running in our veins. Absorbing cryptoglobin was prohibited. It reminded me of something similar I had heard during my previous 100 days. Don't eat meat. Hemoanima or cryptoglobin wasn't. Absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo of their highest order. Which proved that the sponsor of this game couldn't have been an invader, since they absorbed Kurara's cryptoglobin. Yeah, but don't forget what happened with the Vex one. Like, she was like, screw it, I'm gonna become a god. Like, you know. First of all, if the host were one of us, why would they organize a game to hunt down their own kind? Yeah. Yeah, good point. Didn't make sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. The sponsor was neither special defense unit nor school invader. Did that mean they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking, Eva suddenly changed the subject. Her helmet. Remember that favor I asked you for the other day? Did you bring it for me? Bring what? You know, my mask. You promised me you'd return it to me. Right, she did ask me for the mask a while back. Please return my mask to me. Your mask? The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our masks. We consider them as part of us. The mask was really important to her. As much as I'd like to give it back to her right now. I'm sorry, Eva. I'm gonna have to go back back on that promise. You're gonna have to bare your face for a little while longer. Why? Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars as she protested, tears welling up in her eyes. Exposing our plain faces is embarrassing as walking around outside without clothing. To enjoy humiliating me so much. This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? The mask is a symbol of your identity as a commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As commander, Eva was most likely one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later. That's smart thinking from Takumi, to be honest. I hadn't considered that. I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I'm not known as a hero among my people for nothing. But you can't use any of your powers when you're inside this prison. It'd be like a sitting duck. It's like they'd have to take them out of the range, remember, though? Because like this area counts, right? As like a place where it's like you don't get points in this area. But look, you have to just accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. You're not getting your mask back now, no matter what. Eva looked entirely unconvinced as it seemed like she was about to protest again, but this is awful. She sighed deeply in what sounded like resignation to me. Hey, cheer up. Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? A maskless life isn't that bad once in a while, see? No risk of heat damage to your face. Oh, she is angry. I'm very sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologies in favor of glaring at me through half lidded eyes.
Ugh, you're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
I thought I'd been imagining things. Did she just whisper something really out of character for her? Eva, sorry, can you repeat that again? Did I hear you calling me useless? Do you have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on, you know.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot, the enemy of all maidenkind, downright pervert. I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
Eva had done a complete about-face. What could have transformed that sweet, docile lady from just now into this sharp-tongued witch? Guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes, I'm done playing nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. This is the pits of the pits. After all that hard work, didn't even get to see a glimpse of my mask. Why don't you just give it back already? The shock of not being able to get a mask back made Eva burst into tears. She had been putting on an act all this time. I was astonished by that fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusations, but... Oh, what am I supposed to do now? Couldn't muster up the anger to chide her, as she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strained from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. No wonder everyone hates me. I quietly left the courtyard so not to agitate Eva any further. I can't read her at all. It's just like, what? After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Eva in a notebook. And then once that night fell... Yep, pre-recorded, we know. Again, I'm still waiting for a moment where it's like I can go off and potentially do up my skills. But, well, hello, bedtime announcement played. By rights, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now, but... The Alliance meeting shall now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It had been decided that the Anti-Sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from tonight. You start first, Takumi. Learned anything new about the identity of the sponsor? Yes, according to what Eva told me. I shared the results of my investigation with everyone. About how the bee could not have been a weapon of an invader. That the blood-sucking was taboo to the invaders, so the sponsor couldn't have been one, since they sucked Kurara's blood. But again, maybe slightly... In conclusion, it's quite likely the sponsor is an unknown third party unrelated to us or the school invaders. That's all from me. Already having enough trouble with the invaders, and now there's a third party? This is highly displeasing. I'm just thinking to myself, can we not, like, the flame guy, the Undying Flames guy, can we not be like, hey, can you help? Can you keep an eye on things, see what's going on? Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Oh, thank you. What? Yeah, it's like backhanded. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? I'll work on it if I feel like it. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was modeled after a type of parasitic wasp. A horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off their innards. Basically, that bee was simply a scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. But it's not a bee. There's just one major difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out. Like a blood-collecting device of sorts. It's more like a mosquito, yeah. Looks more like a mosquito stinger. You saw the bee use it to suck the blood out of Karaba. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of its suction. Yeah, you gotta think like how difficult that would be. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So where did Kurara's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly? How? It's likely that's what's happening. Maybe it's designed to transfer all of the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. In other words, the sponsor's using the bees to consume cryptoglobin? Just a hypothesis. If that turned out to be true, it would mean the sponsor absorbed Kuroda's blood. The thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. And that's all I've got. Let's hear what Hiruko has to say now. Any progress on that suit the sponsor's wearing? Yes, I'd venture to say there's some major progress, much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. Really? How? Where? There's a spare suit?
Oh.
Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Like I previously said, the sponsor's invincibility came from that suit. Maybe it doesn't, though? Maybe it's just a suit, and it had scratches on it. If we could secure something similar, wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Where's the spare? We can look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. Why? 3 sets of eyes are faster than 1, right? Because I'm the only one who can find that place. What place? Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovered it. Don't even try, understand? What? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. What place? Something that could cause the usually placid Hiruko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. Okay, I'll respect your wishes even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on. What's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also, avoid situations that may end up with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine, Yugumu's with me. I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of experience. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first one to die last time. Please, are you talking to me? I'm much stronger than the Hiruko you knew. Darumi and I could take out a commander or 2 by ourselves. Darumi, huh? Yugumu's expression darkened at that. Yeah, he's not happy with Darumi, so... Hiruko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Darumi of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that you're a team doesn't sit right with me. She loves her killing games. I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage our work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. He's just my in-game partner, nothing more, nothing less. Talking about the what-ifs right now. You can't guarantee that it won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is... I can't tell you. Oh, come on now. Why not? Shouldn't allies share as much information with each other as possible? Yeah, it's not nice to keep secrets. Yugumu continued to question Hiruko about her reason for teaming up with Darumi, but she kept quiet throughout. There's gotta be a bigger reason. The alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. Some alliance. Day 29. It had been 4 days since the game started, and I had gotten used to fighting outside the academy. I'd wander around town quietly in search of invaders and strike them down using as little energy as possible. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Take their lives, okay. Detach yourself. It's just work. Nice, seems like I'm in pretty good form today. Doubted I would end up in last place in the first round if I kept this up. But ensuring my survival alone wasn't enough to put me at ease. The ultimate goal of the anti-sponsor alliance was to put an end to this game by killing the sponsor. But what was the sponsor hoping to achieve by making us do this? I couldn't get that one thought out of my mind as I cut down one invader after another. In a way, the sponsor and Sarai were similar. Both were trying to make us fight against the invaders. The violent barbaric enemy! Except Sarai never ordered us to fight outside the academy. He was insisting we fought on the academy grounds. On the other hand, the rules laid down by the sponsor basically forbade us from doing so. They were designed to make us fight outside. Why was the sponsor so determined to make us fight out here? Did they not want us using the Revive-O-Matic? Dying outside meant our dead bodies couldn't be revived. Was that the sponsor's objective? To ensure that anybody who died would stay dead? Hey Takumi, when did your hands go on vacation? I was jolted back to reality by Yugamu's teasing. Sorry, just thinking about something. It's dangerous to think and kill at the same time. There's a fine line between familiarity and carelessness. Keep your mind on the hunt for now. Don't forget that Hiruko warned you last night about getting killed. You're right. Sorry about that. Refocus my mind on the task at hand. With my sword in hand and my mind clear, I resumed the work of hunting down invaders. Yugamu and I then spent the better part of the morning killing together. A lovely morning, apparently. Delightful. We returned to the academy a little past noon and immediately made our way to the leisure lounge. How's the board doing? Shuma's dead last. It's like, oh dear. It's like we've moved down past Moko. There, we checked our latest ranks.
I'm in 4th place, and Yugamu's in 6th.
Our positions had slipped from the first day, but we were still within the top bracket. Since it was already the 4th day, it was unlikely we could tumble all the way to the bottom this round unless something catastrophic happened. Well, you never know.
Shoma's currently in last place.
I told myself not to look at the other positions, but my eyes naturally drifted to the last spot. Yeah. Speaking of leaderboard positions...
Tsubasa's is surprisingly high.
She was clearly holding her teammates back yesterday. Don't have to mind me. Go on and get some more points for yourself. Tsubasa, you promised not to say that anymore. Looking out for one another is what teammates do. No wrestler worth their salt abandons their tag partners to get ahead in the match. She's likely benefiting from the point-sharing system. What point-sharing system? What, you haven't noticed? There's a way to earn points in this game without killing any invaders yourself. There is? Yugamu took out a notepad and started drawing some sort of diagram on it? Let's say, for example, a 10-point enemy appears in front of you. You kill that enemy by yourself, you gain a whole 10 points. If I help you in the fight, I gain a percentage of those 10 points. Could be a 50-50 or 80-20 split, depending on the situation. It all hinges on how much each person contributed to the fight. Simply joining the fight earns you at least 10% of the points. Tsubasa's Hemo Anima is very versatile, so I'm sure she's earning points by supporting the others. So every member of the team gets some credit as long as they work together. Like in sports. A strange but fitting comparison. Weaker players earn points by focusing their efforts on supporting others. Stronger players gain support by offering to share points with those who do. This game may not be about pure combat prowess, but how well we work together as a team. We're being tested on our teamwork in a killing game. Killing game usually pits participants against each other, but the rules for this one clearly lent itself to fostering teamwork. Had this been implemented to adjust the difficulty of the game to our level? Or did sponsor have some ulterior motive? I returned to my room, unable to quash the indescribable wave of nausea threatening to bowl over me. Bim, bim, bim. What should I do this afternoon? I was in my room trying to figure out what to do in the time I had before the nightly meeting. Please let me have free time. My role in the anti-sponsor alliance was to find out the identity of the sponsor, but it's not as easy as it sounds. Felt like I needed to clear direction. Like, where was I supposed to even start? If only I had a hint of sorts to help me get the ball rolling. I suppose I'll just have to ask around. Asking around for information would be the best way to find clues that might shed more light on the matter. Asking around, yes. That's what I'll be doing today. The others would surely be shocked to see the most unpopular guy in the school right now approaching them out of the blue. But I can't just hole up in my room all day without at least trying something. Steal myself before dashing out to my room. It's not free time, which means I can't do anything. I'll check just in case. I could like to get stuff done. It's like, yeah, I can upgrade it when I've got free time. But I don't have free time. I need it. Need it. Hey, Takemaru, can I have a minute? I'm gathering information about the sponsor right now, and... Sorry, man, I ain't got nothing to say to you. It's just bad luck these days. Everything you touch turns to ashes. Bad luck, huh? Just part of being the school jinx, I guess. That was a lovely conversation, thank you very much. Info about the sponsor's identity. Oh my, are you investigating that too? Too? As in, you're also looking into this? You bet I even tried to film a day-in-the-life documentary of the sponsor some time ago. You did what? A day in the life?
No.
First I made a camera with the Gift-O-Matic, then I tailed the sponsor around for 24 hours. Wait, the whole day? Like, weren't you busy? That way, if they ever revealed their face during that time, we'd catch it on film, right? And did you? Oh, I wish. They cling to that spacesuit like it was their championship belt itself. How's it possible to carry out any sort of daily routine with that suit on? What about food? Oh, the sponsor doesn't eat. I mean, that's something, right? Doesn't eat? Yeah, I never saw them eat or sleep once. Just kept buzzing out orders to the bee underlings day in, day out. The sponsor can stay active for 24 hours without any food or sleep. Very similar to Sarai, then. Sounded unbelievable to me, but Mocha wasn't the type to tell tall tales. We're dealing with a real main event headliner here. Better be ready for a Royal Rumble if you're trying to unveil the real identity. Yeah, because we know Sarai didn't need to sleep in the same vein that Ima didn't as well. Eva was in her cell, looking as dejected as I'd left her. She was clearly still aghast at not being able to get her mask back. Well, at least we checked on her. Do not speak to me as if we were friends. I will never ever forgive you for sending Lady Kurara to her dismal death. Begone, accursed Grim Reaper, and give Lady Kurara back to me. Calm down, Kyoshika. I'm sorry, Takumi, but Kyoshika's still very angry about what happened, so... I knew I wasn't popular, but actually having such vitriol spewed directly in my face was a sobering experience. Yeah, it's not going well, is it? Not going well. Darumi! This is bliss. Oh, who just shouted? It is I, Darumi! And I'm shouting because this is the happiest I've ever been. Killing game, check. Mistress Hiruko's lapdog, check. Killing and killing every day and night, check, check, and check. I'm Mistress Hiruko's loyal lapdog in a killing game. What else does a person need to be happy in life? Just thinking about it, how I'm gonna wring the innards out of those invaders tomorrow releases so many endorphins into my brain. I may just pass out from sheer pleasure. Darumi was enjoying the current situation with every fibre of her being. That's one way of putting it. Still couldn't understand why Hiruko would team up with someone like that. I'm sure we'll find out eventually, right? Right? Takumi? Tsubasa lowered her eyes awkwardly when I called out to her. I'm sorry for abandoning you the other day. Did everything turn out alright after that? Yeah, I managed to walk away with my life somehow. Yugamu and I are a team now. I'm just glad you're safe. I don't want to see any more of my friends dying. But that means Shuma's in trouble for the first round, huh? Why? He's not taking part in the game at all. Takemaru has been pulling out all the stops to invite him, but he refuses to even leave his room. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. I see. Shuma's probably going to be the first to die if things continue like this. But we could save him if we took down the sponsor before that happened. Tsubasa, do you happen to know anything about the sponsor? trying to find out their future identity. Yeah, their true identity. That's a question I'd like to answer myself. Why did they show up and make us take part in this killing game? None of it makes any sense. Was that everyone then? Okay, I've collected quite a bit of information. I'd learned a lot and was glad I'd mustered up the courage to talk to everyone. After putting the information down in a notebook, I prepared for the nightly meeting. Free time! Pretty please. Yep. Well then, good night. For the anti-sponsor alliance, the bedtime announcement was now a call to action instead of a reminder to rest. It's time for us to gather and report on the day's findings. So now we know it's highly possible the sponsor doesn't eat or sleep. And still manages to be so powerful. I should just quit sponsoring killing games and go and make a killing in the business world instead. You wouldn't be impressed by a corporate soldier who can work all day and night. This is neither the time nor place to be joking around. It's precisely the time and place to be funny. Morbid humor is the best way to deal with morbid situations. I kind of agree. That's just how strong the enemy we're up against is, right, Hiruko? Sponsor person is an enigma. Stays active for 24 hours without any sort of nutritional replenishment. Are we dealing with a robot? We can't rule out that possibility considering what little we know of their identity. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? You know, at some point. Is that a joke? It must be. Your entire existence is one. Well, aren't you something yourself? Allow me to share my additional findings on the bees' anatomy next. I got down to business to defeat the bees today by dismembering the bee to its smallest parts. Some interesting truths were uncovered as a result. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort as well. It's as fragile as life itself. But it can't be so weak. These bees killed Kurara like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words, chemoanima. The ability to move around without needing to eat or rest. Chemoanima enhanced bees. The more we tried to pry into the sponsor's business, the more of their uncanny strengths were seen to discover. But none of these proved that the sponsor themselves was impossible to defeat. We could just find a way to get them out of that invincibility suit. Last but not least, let's hear what Hiruko has to tell us. Did you find the spare suit you talked about? Yes, I pinpointed the location yesterday. If all goes well, I should be able to get my hands on the suit by tomorrow. Really? Honestly, wasn't expecting to find it so soon either. Once we actually have it, uncovering a weakness or two should be trivial work. Unfortunately for the sponsor, their invader hunt is about to be drawn to a premature close. And an end to this abominable. The invader hunt seemed like a dream. But Hiruko seemed confident the odds were in our favor. Something's gonna go wrong. Anything we can do to help you secure the spare suit? Quite a lot. In fact, I venture to say I couldn't possibly recover the suit without your help. Suit is located somewhere to the south of this campus. Actually, getting the suit is going to be the easy part. The thing is, if the bees flying around find out what we're doing, all of our efforts will go down the drain. Because then the sponsor would realize what we're up to. That's why we're going to need a little bit of creative prep work to hoodwink those roaming bees. With that preface, Hiruko shared with us a brief outline of her plan. Our operation commences at 7 AM tomorrow. The three of us here plus Darumi will head south in the direction of town. Okay. Once we're somewhere in the vicinity of this area, start hunting the invaders. I mean, that map is not great, right? As we do, we'll destroy the ruins around there in the flashiest way possible, kicking up as much dust and ash as we can. Oh, I see. I'll use the sudden drop invisibility as camouflage to secretly move to the place, the spare suit, without being discovered by the bees. We'll meet up once I find the suit. And rush back to school to examine it until we can discover its weakness. After we ascertain a way to destroy the invincibility suit, it's showdown time with the sponsor. Hiruko's plan was simply but bold. Simple but bold. She would absolutely end everything tomorrow if circumstances allowed. Both the invader hunt and the sponsor themselves.
Oh.
Will you help me, Takumi and Yugumu? Is this going to be another choice? Because, honestly, yes, because we need to find out more about that suit, and getting another one would be a good way to learn a lot about that. An earnest plea for help from Hiruko without her usual bobs was a straight yes from me. I nodded vigorously like, not. Of course I'll help. Let's get this suit and bring down the sponsor to get... I'm against this plan. I won't be joining it. What's gotten into you, Yugumu? Yeah, why? Is there something wrong with the plan? Nothing wrong with the plan per se. What's wrong is one of the participants at the Darumi aspect. He's still not happy about that, is he? Hiruko, why are you letting Darumi join the operation tomorrow? You've been insisting all this time she's nothing but your in-game partner and not a member of the anti-sponsor alliance. She's very strong. You'll be useful in combat. That's nice, but what guarantee is there she won't turn around and slit our throats after learning of the plan? She lives and breathes killing games. I can already picture her lunging at us in unrestrained anger when she finds out we're trying to put a stop to her beloved game. I could understand his worry. You're overthinking this. She'll be too engrossed in the game to even notice what we're doing. I don't know about that. That's my point, see? It's counterproductive to let someone so engrossed with killing games into our confidence. I disagree. I'm bringing her along tomorrow by hook or by crook. I have my reasons. Yeah, but what reasons? That's what we need to know. You need to tell us. Oh, such as? The discussion was leading nowhere. Neither Hiruko nor Yugumu seemed willing to compromise. Tomorrow's operation would be aborted if we didn't find a way to break that stalemate. I had to do something. I'm afraid I have to take Yugumu's side this time, Hiruko. Putting our lives on the line tomorrow. Yet at the same time, you're trying to involve someone outside of the alliance. Can't blame us for feeling hesitant. Even you think so? I think this is a correct move from him. She averted her eyes and bit on her lips. Fine, I won't ask for your help anymore. I'll get the suit myself. Hold on, I'm not finding fault with you or anything. Reached out quickly and grabbed Hiruko's hand before she could leave the room. Is that wise, though? We understand you have secrets you can't fully share with us, and we know you have your reasons. But can't you at least tell us something? Yeah, like anything, really. Has to be something out of the ordinary, right? You're not the type to insist on doing things your way for mere selfish reasons. And how are you so sure I'm not? Because you trusted me, so I trust you too. It was Hiruko who trusted me and brought me out when everyone else was shunning me and calling me a jinx. If she needed help, I wanted to do everything in my power to help her. I quietly pleaded with Hiruko while intensely staring at her in the eyes, praying hard that she would trust and lean on me. And then... There was a sigh of resignation. Oh, here we go. The trouble with your generic face is how it completely disarms me when you're spouting the occasional hero-like rhetoric. Very well. We'll have a full explanation on why I must bring Darumi along. Really? Yes, but not here. Outside. Is Yugumu not to know? I'll be waiting for you on the roof. Come alone. With that, she exited the room. But her wanting to meet with me alone would mean... Oh, for the love of murder. I'm the outcast now, eh? I don't mind. Go ahead, Takumi. I'll be right here, keeping your bed warm for you until you return. Yeah... Leave my bed alone? Thanks. I'll be right back after I hear what she has to say. Also, don't touch my bed. Yeah, thank you. No promises. Please promise. I left Yugumu behind in my room and went out to the roof. Hiruko? I didn't see Hiruko on the roof even though she said she'd be waiting for me there. Unless she went back to her room. Over here, Takumi. I turned toward the direction of the voice and saw Hiruko seated on the ledge. Is that wise? Get down from there. She was staring intently at something. I followed her gaze and... That's no moon. There was the artificial satellite floating in the night sky.
Do you long to see the people living there again?
Her question was sudden and unexpected.
Of course I do. That's what I'm fighting so hard for.
Yes, you would be right. We're all fighting here because there are people we want to see again. We'll be able to go back to them after this war ends. That's what motivates us to keep going. In other words, that's why we're so determined not to die here. However, Darumi has none of that. She's got nowhere to return to.
Nowhere? Surely she has family who can take her in.
Not all families are worth going back to. Not that I expect you to understand.
She was right. I didn't understand. How could I? It was my cherished dream to be surrounded by my parents and Karaba at the dinner table again someday.
Takumi, do you know why Darumi is so enamored with killing games?
Nope, and I've been curious for a while.
No?
It's very simple. She grew up in an environment that was like a killing game in itself. If she'd let her guard down, even for a brief moment, she'd be abused by her parents or teachers.
Oh.
Punishment awaited her at every turn for no reason other than the adults in her life having a bad day. None of the grown-ups who were supposed to be looking out for her reached out to help in her time of need. You see? Just like a killing game, right?
I wouldn't call it a killing game. It has different connotations. It's not a game, it's just abuse. I had an inkling Darumi may not come from the best of family environments, but I had no idea it was that bad. I'm not surprised leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back and abusing them on top of that. Sounds like my scumbag brother. Right, just like how he ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. Dad goes to see the horse races on Sunday afternoons and beats me when he loses his bets. She wasn't kidding about that.
And when you go through life living like that, you can't help but wonder, why only me?
Yeah. That's understandable.
Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why can't everyone suffer together with me? Young and old, male and female. We should all suffer together. Use up our lives, our very existences, to entertain ourselves through misery. That's why she loves her killing game so much. It's the closest thing to her ideal world she can find.
So she was being dead serious when she talked about wanting to start a killing game.
Dead and buried 6 feet underground. She would have given her life for it.
What sort of mentality could drive a person to be this desperate for a killing game to begin? Really, really broken home.
Her wish to see the whole world turn into a killing game was never going to come true under normal circumstances. But as fate decreed, that wish somehow actually did come true.
The bees! When the sponsor showed up, the sponsor of the killing game suddenly appeared in midair one day. Darumi must have felt like her childhood dream was finally coming true.
She's on cloud 9 right now, living out a dream that once seemed impossible to achieve. And she intends to die in it, after playing to her heart's content.
Die? Even though her dream finally came true?
Exactly. Now that her dream has come true, she has nothing to live for anymore.
Oof.
She didn't look like someone who wanted to die, though. The few times I've seen her outside the academy.
In fact, you guys were slaughtering the school invaders together quite enthusiastically. Someone who fought with such wanton abandon in a situation where there was no coming back from death couldn't exactly be mentally sound now, could they? She was right. Someone with normal sensitivities would be a lot more cautious about this.
Without me keeping a close eye on her, she'll be running headlong into the largest group of invaders she can find. If I don't keep forcing her to return together, she'll keep on fighting, even past her limits.
So you're looking out for her, keeping her alive, essentially.
Even after returning, she always wants to go right back out to continue the hunt. It's not easy for me to keep pulling her back. She's basically committing slow suicide. I can't take my eyes off her for a minute.
Is that why you're so insistent on bringing her along for tomorrow's operation?
I just don't want to leave her alone to her own devices. A short while's fine, but I get the feeling we may be taking a while tomorrow. I have to take her along, if I don't want to come back to a dead Darumi.
I like you, Hiruko.
This whole plan would be pointless if even one person dies.
Yeah, it's like you want to protect as many as possible. It's like, oh. I was completely dumbfounded. Hiruko was serious about saving everybody's lives. But then again, Hiruko had always been like that, even last time. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. We'd ensure no one got left behind by snatching them from the jaws of death, even if it meant taking their place. Their tenacity in this aspect has saved me. It was now saving Darumi. My body trembled involuntarily when I realized the depth of Hiruko's determination. I had to admit it, she was the real hero here. I feel bad for Darumi, but this game needs to end. The sooner the better. She's never going to come to her senses unless she first wakes up from this sham of a dream. I'm begging you here, Takumi. Help me tomorrow. Yeah, of course. How could I possibly turn down a request from this awesome hero standing before me? I'll convince Yugamu to help as well. Can't believe he'll turn us down after I explain the situation to him. The four of us will rampage through town together tomorrow and put an end to the invader hunt. We both stretched out our hands spontaneously and exchanged a firm and solemn handshake. The only thing going through my mind at that time was what I could do to protect Hiruko's kind-hearted resolve. We would work together to defeat the vile and barbaric sponsor, and then let's all get to the best day 100 together. That's the aim. But I was too naive. Oh, what? Kind-heartedness had no place on the battlefield. What now? Because it was Hiruko's kind-heartedness that led to her to end up like that. What?